I recently had the most mind-bending chat with a biologist I met at a science-themed trivia night at the local bar. Let's call him Dr. Crabicus. His choice, not mine, but it fits perfectly. This guy was an absolute goldmine of random biological facts, and his enthusiasm was infectious. We got to talking about one of the weirdest evolutionary phenomena ever, carcinisation, the tendency of life forms to evolve into crab-like shapes over time. Yes, you heard that right. Life, according to Dr. Crabicus, seems to have a secret obsession with crabs. So, what is carcinisation exactly? I asked between sips of beer. He launched into this passionate explanation. It's an evolutionary process where crustaceans that aren't crabs, like some lobsters, eventually evolve into forms that resemble crabs. It's happened independently multiple times. Nature just keeps saying, you know what's cool? Crabs. Apparently, carcinisation is the evolutionary equivalent of everyone showing up to the party wearing the same outfit. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, has decided over and over again that crab-shaped bodies are the pinnacle of aquatic design. It's like the universe collectively agreed that being a crab is peak efficiency. They're compact, armored, versatile, and can scuttle sideways like they're perpetually dodging life's nonsense. What's not to love? I couldn't help but laugh. So, are we all destined to become crabs someday? Dr. Crabicus grinned. Funny you should ask. There's a half-serious theory among biologists that if life had enough time, everything might eventually turn into a crab. Humans, crabs, dogs, crabs, aliens on some distant planet, crabs. The process is just that prevalent. It's like evolution's inside joke. He told me about how even hermit crabs, those adorable little guys that scavenge empty shells, are technically not true crabs, but might still be on their way to full carcinisation. It's like they're crab cosplayers waiting to become the real deal. And then there are porcelain crabs, which aren't crabs either, but have evolved to look just like them. Evolution is weird like that. Why crabs, though? What's so special about them? I asked, genuinely curious. Dr. Crabicus explained that crab-like shapes are incredibly practical. Their flat, rounded bodies are perfect for squeezing into tight spaces to hide from predators. Their pincers are versatile tools for defense, hunting, and manipulating their environment. And their sideways scuttling, that's just a brilliant way to move quickly without exposing too much of their vulnerable parts. But here's the kicker, he added, leaning in as if to share a juicy secret. Carcinisation isn't just limited to crabs. It's a reminder that evolution is opportunistic. It doesn't have a plan, it just keeps experimenting, and sometimes it stumbles upon designs that work really, really well. At this point, my mind was racing. What if carcinisation is the ultimate proof that evolution has cheat codes? Like, what if the universe is running some sort of cosmic simulation where crabs are the default endgame model? Think about it. They've been around for hundreds of millions of years, surviving mass extinctions and thriving in a variety of environments. Crabs might be nature's version of an unbeatable strategy in a game of survival. Dr. Crabicus was loving my newfound enthusiasm. Exactly. That's why carcinisation has become a bit of a meme in science circles. It's absurd and fascinating at the same time. We talked about how this phenomenon has captured the public imagination. Memes about the inevitability of becoming a crab are all over the internet. There's even a tongue-in-cheek phrase, "All hail our crab overlords." It's a perfect blend of humor and existential dread. I mean, what if billions of years from now, the last surviving life forms on Earth are just crabs? Before we parted ways, I asked him if there was a takeaway from all this crab talk. He smiled and said, "If carcinisation teaches us anything, it's that adaptability is key. Nature keeps trying new things, but it also knows when to stick with what works. Maybe we should take a page from the crab's playbook, stay flexible, protect yourself, and never stop evolving." I walked away from that conversation with a newfound respect for crabs and a slight fear that my descendants might one day scuttle sideways into the great unknown.